There's so many tears I cry in this country, 'cause I'm in a land that breaks me down with no one to mend me. My people cry, who will save us? Who will save us from what this land has become? Oh, and there's so many silent nights in this country, in the land of the many, very few are free. So we cry, who will save us? Who will save us from what this land has become? She is beautiful, but like many beautiful creations, too many men have walked upon her, progressively devaluing her existence with every step they take, as she constantly tries to get them to love her. But broken dreams fill the vein of her existence, because the place where God once dwelled was stumbled upon by men of malicious purpose, trying so hard to use her for everything that she's worth that they forgot she's non-renewable. Her heart is like rose petals of empty promises, so delicately hanging on the whim of every word left unspoken by her creator. But she was built with divine freedom. Freedom that can no longer be recognized because the men in charge of her would rather take from her than take care of her. You see, her name is South Africa, and her rose petals are slowly crushing as the men who walk upon her speak words like separation, subjugation, and inequality. And her people are in bondage, constantly carrying paperwork to acknowledge the fact that they resemble their forefathers, but being imprisoned. If they cannot produce a symbol to signify that their eyes resemble the earth more than the sky. And I must question the logic behind having strong men but broken homes as they work in faraway cities to provide paychecks too small to feed their biggest child. In the end, the motherland is broken down because the media would rather portray her as enlarged stomachs instead of enlarged diamonds, so it makes me wonder what's left for her now. Who will save her from the land that she's become? She's on a downward spiral because she cannot find just one person to come save her. Who will save her from herself? Her people are broken down while building lives for someone else. You see, Africa had a daughter, equally as beautiful as her mother, but just like any other history, it always likes to repeat itself, as if you didn't hear it the first time. Darkness is the vein of her existence because the sun hasn't shined within her in over 2,000 years, so she sits waiting, hoping for the day that she'll find freedom, even though she was never truly enslaved by chains. Her people are like delicate rose petals, hoping to overcome that have slowly been crushed under the feet of malicious masters. And she was built upon lies. Lies that can no longer be recognized because the men in charge would rather tell black stories than black history. You see, her name is America, and her rose petals are slowly crushing as the men who walk upon her speak words like separate but equal, tokenism, and self-defense. And her people are in bondage, constantly chasing after papers to acknowledge that they are richer than their forefathers, but being imprisoned if they cannot produce a symbol to signify that they obtained it the right way. And I must say that there is definitely something wrong with having strong men but broken homes as they sit behind jail cells for failing to provide provide paychecks big enough to support their smallest child. In the end, the land of the free is broken down because the media would rather portray her as snapbacks instead of graduation caps. So I'm left to wonder, what is left for her now?